Station.
Unbelievable for somebody to come where I've come from and to receive you all the way I have and to have your support has meant nothing but the world for me. You don't understand how it is when you don't have the ability of some of the greatest players in this league, and you have to fight, scrap and fight for everything you get to come to a city who appreciates that.
To have somebody on your team through 3 championships that you depend on to be a stopper is huge. And all good basketball teams don't even have that. They have guys that try, but Bruce could get it done. On top of that, his 3-point shot won many a game for us in important situations. And he did it over the long run. He didn't do it for 1 or 2 years. He did it for a very long time. So his value to our team was huge, and the championships wouldn't be there without him.
It's not how you start, but how you finish. When it started, he was given just a handful of minutes with the dream in his heart that he had to go after. Now his legacy is hanging from the rafters like a stamp placed on the league to remind every man and woman with a dream to fight harder when your talent hasn't really been seen until you're holding up a trophy with the championship team.
First, they tried to ignore me, but I chose to write my own story. That's why I never gave up my dream. I laid my life down for my team. First, they tried to ignore me, but I chose to write my own story. That's why I'm alive. I got the fire inside, and I will not be denied.
For me personally, he was like my big brother. Growing up in France, I used to go watch him when he was playing in France, and my dad used to give him some advice and try to make him a better player. And so when I got drafted by the Spurs, it was like almost like a dream to play with him, because growing up I was watching him all the time.
He fought his way in the league, where he fit wasn't sure, until he became a Spur. His future went from a blur to being clear like some water, from the bench to a starter. A human couldn't work harder, that's how we did it. We ought to stand at attention and listen to what a man with a mission can do in the community with heart and division. Never give up on this battle till you're up on the saddle. When you start, you never really know how far you can travel.
He was such a big part of our championship runs. He's such a big part of our team for so many years. And he's the kind of player that kind of defines what we want from a player, from an individual, from a person that the Spurs have. He came in and he found himself a role, and he made himself better and better within the confines of the system. And he became a big part of our every game, the game winning.
He's a great guy. He's always very involved with the community. What he's done with HEB partnering up for getting fit. Did a lot of great things. He was always available and doing a lot of things for kids, and always a good example. He was a really good guy, correct, and always doing the right thing. So I think he was one of the many things that made this franchise an example all over the NBA.
Bruce Bowen is showing the planet that where you stand, it doesn't have to be where you stay. At the end of the day, be remembered for never giving up or giving way. That's why the fans loved Bruce. The harder he played, 500 starts in a row, but not the star of the show. More like defender of the galaxy, and everyone knows he covered all of the best. Hardest work in the game, toughest link in the chain. Bruce, we're glad that you came.